Peace to the tribe. Hello, everyone. And I am New Diamonds here with a beautiful energy reading. I hope everyone out there is doing well today. I'm going to be deep diving into the autumn fall equinox and also Libra season. Happy birthday, Libras. I hope everyone out there is doing well. And yeah, we're going to jump right into it. I'm going to be doing an astrological astrology breakdown, also uploads, downloads I got, some meditations that I got, and then we're also going to be deep diving into an oracle reading with a few cards and channel messages. Okay, so yeah, I really want to deep dive into this autumn equinox energy, this fall energy. Okay, because when I think of fall, it's this sense of coming out of summer, this hot, fired up, feisty energy into this season of paying attention and gathering things for harvest before the winter season. So it's kind of like this middle point before this rebirth, having patience and giving yourself grace. Focus on what you need to focus on before gathering what you need for harvest. Okay, so this is harvest season. This is a time where, the ancestors will get their baskets, get their buckets. I try to channel in the energy with the colors and really let things fall that need to fall. Like the leaves turn brown. They go from this green, this vibrant energy to turning brown and falling for this release, this letting go of this old energy to bring in this new energy. Okay. So yeah, let's start off with this autumn energy. And I really feel like autumn, there's so much that comes to mind when I think of autumn. Like I said, autumn, this is a really time of gathering and going within to focus on what you need to focus on, to bring in that balance, to bring in that equality, to bring in that justice, going into that Libra, balancing what's on the scales, balancing the buckets, okay, to really focus on what you need to harvest, focus on what you need to focus on to get you to that next step for that new beginning, that new chapter, this new you that may be emerging, this upgrade that may be happening. What are some things that you may need to focus on within yourself to bring this into fruition at this time? Okay, then also atom, autumn, atom. So I think of the base molecule structure for everything on this planet. It's an atom. It's these little things that you can't really see, but you can feel. It's the basic molecule for oxygen, for hydrogen, for matter, for everything that we deal with in this realm of reality. And it's all about the start, the beginning. And I kind of feel like that goes back to your mind. You can't really see, but what are you thinking about? How are you planning for the future? That starts with your mind. It's something that's very small, an idea, right? That spark of interest kind of goes back to that atom, that beginning, that base, that foundation. So that way you can start the building blocks. It's the building blocks to whatever you want to create. And I feel like this is the start of something to propel us into this next cycle. And then also a tomb, a tomb, the ancient Egyptian deity. And then also a tomb, you're gathering yourself, mummifying yourself, getting yourself together to get to rest before you get laid to rest, to go within the underworld. And I feel like that is a great symbology of, the earth, these cycles, these systems, these different structure systems that we go through within ourselves, that the earth goes through, that everyone goes through, the universe goes through, is these different cycles within ourselves. And this is just really a time of gathering and preparing for what's about to come in the future. Okay. So yeah, that was pretty much, a few things that have popped up when it came to, I'm looking at my notes. I have a lot of notes that I have written down. I'm not going to get too deep into them because I really like to be in the flow. But I will go over them briefly if I feel like there's something I'm missing. But for the most part, yeah, I feel like this is just a great time just to be balancing on your physical, your mental, your health, in all of those realms, spiritually as well, just to make sure that you are headed in the right direction for the future, when it comes to your harvest, okay? And also be mindful of your energy at this time. Try not to let things, outside things, distract you or bother you or irritate you. That's something I've been dealing with. Okay, I'm speaking from experience, you guys. Not letting outside energy affect your energy, letting things harvest or harness your energy. You really want to make sure that you are doing your sacred practices, all these things that you have learned, this wisdom that you've accumulated on this spiritual journey. Really make sure that you are cultivating that and using that to better propel you through this time, okay? So yeah, and then also Libra season, okay? Libra season is all about, like I said, balance, justice, equality, relationships. And I feel like this is a great time to really focus on relationships with yourself, relationships with family, relationships with friends, relationships with partners. This is a great time to just bask in that energy. And I feel like, the basket, what are you putting in your basket? What are you harvesting at this time? What are you focusing on to harvest those seeds that you planted? Nourishing yourself, nurturing relationships with yourself and others at this time to get the best benefits, and not in a manipulative way like, ooh, I'm going to make sure that it's just really doing things out of your heart to fulfill yourself. I feel like that is where a lot of people's energy should be focused on, their heart, and let that radiate out at this time, because this is a great deal of love. We're coming into the holidays, the harvest season, and it's all about what you poured your heart into and what has been pouring its heart into you. What has been, filling your cup up. Are you filling your cup up? Are you filling other cups up? Is your cup running over? Do other people have cracks in their cup? Are they, are they really taking in what you're giving? Okay, this is a sense of reciprocating the energy, so that way everyone cup is being filled, and not in a malicious way, with positive, pure heart and intentions, to get the best out of this time. Okay. Also, there was a few things that kept popping up. Okay, I will go outside to ground, kind of going back into my other videos. I kept seeing the Jupiter sign, and the Jupiter sign to me looks like a flamingo. So it was a sense of this love energy, this playful energy, this being patient. Because when I think of a flamingo, they're standing still, they're standing on one leg, they're keeping balance, but they're radiating this love energy. They're exuding this confidence. And sometimes they're alone, sometimes they run in packs. So I feel like this is like that energy, that love energy, that Venus energy, that Jupiter energy. And we just had that trine between these two energies. So it's this relationship with yourself, and how are you expanding that within your realm of consciousness, within your realm of reality at this time, okay? Also, it was like this triangle energy, this mind, body, soul, this being in alignment with yourself, to get in alignment with the Most High, with the divine, with source, with the creator at this time. And I feel like that all goes back to deep diving within yourself, to gather your thoughts, get a sense of clarity, and make sure that you are doing what's necessary to have the proper steps to move forward, when it comes to these next couple of months. Because it's like, you guys, we're already at the end of September. So it's like October will be here before you know it. October, November, December. We only basically have 3 to 2 more months of this year. So it's like, really looking back, reflecting on things that you've accomplished, and giving yourself a pat on the back. What have you done? What are some goals? What are some things that you checked off that checklist and you're proud of? It's a sense of accomplishment. And if you've been doing everything that you're supposed to do, you're going to have a beautiful harvest. You're going to have a beautiful season, because it's a sense of reaping what you sow at this time, okay? That balance, that scales, making sure that heart is as light as a feather when it's weighed on them scales, that ma'at, okay? That justice, that victory, that Isis energy, okay? Because Libra is the 7th sign. And 7 is all about that, that God-like energy, that God body, that big God energy. And I feel like God is, that father, mother, child, that mind, body, spirit. It's a whole bunch of other things that come in 3s, but it's the sense of that foundation being laid so that way you could rise above and ascend to these higher realms of reality, this higher realms of consciousness, and these higher level of love and divine and connecting with the divine. And that's when you go within to align with yourself. And then that connection happens with that bridge of openness to that crown. You opening up that crown chakra when you align all the rest of your chakras to receive this beautiful energy that's coming in, okay? Also, you guys stay hydrated, okay? I'm gonna drink some water. Also, make sure you guys are detoxing, making sure that you're staying on that health, because we're coming into the flu season, we're coming into sickness season. So make sure that you guys are doing the proper steps to make sure that your health is at a optimal level. That's just something my spirit wants to say. Also, some other things that came up was Venus, this Venus energy. Venus represents the star, represents love, represents relationships, represents money, represents things that we value, represents things that we have. Okay, so a sense of valuing what you have at this time, and using those tools to best benefit you at this time. Okay. And also 2 and 4 kept popping up. So the value of your foundation, the value of nurturing yourself and loving yourself at this time as well. Then we also have Jupiter conjuncting the moon at the 20th degree. So I thought that was pretty interesting. We have this Jupiter in Cancer energy. So expansion on nurturing yourself, this expansion on just the ancestors, this great communication when it comes to intelligence, okay, because they're both in Gemini. So we have Jupiter, the expansive, the growth, the biggest planet in Gemini, and that comes with communication, that comes with siblings, that comes with family, that comes with relationships, that comes with intelligence, okay. And then also we have the moon here. So the moon is all about emotions and the women and nurturing and the foundation and the ancestors and deep waters. So it's all about making sure that you are focused on balancing your emotions at this time, making sure that you are balancing your mind at this time, balancing your mind and your emotions to expand when it comes to the future, with relationships with yourself and others at this time. And there also is a trine, okay, a trine with Venus, I believe. And I feel like this is a trine with the sun, a trine with Venus. So this is just a great time to just be focusing on yourself, focusing on your health, focusing on keeping balance. Okay, there may be things seeming like it's trying to knock you off your equilibrium, but make sure that you are focused and focus on your priorities to better ascend at this time. And making sure that you have your mind together and your thoughts together, okay? Fixing your crown, okay? The sense of doing those cleansing rituals, those cleansing internally and externally at this time to prepare for this energy that is about to come in, okay? We also have Mars in Cancer. So I feel like that is a great sense of tapping into this ancestor energy, okay? The ancestors coming in and being passionate about helping you and assisting you. Angelic beings, angel of light coming in to assist you, to help guide you, to help guide us at this time. Because I really feel like there's just this great sense of this underworld energy, this eight energy. We are still in the year of the eight, so it's a sense of that loop coming down, getting down to the depths of how you feel in your foundation, and getting down to those roots, okay? And there may be a sense of a lot of people connecting with their roots and trying to find, what my purpose is. What is my purpose here? And that all comes from a sense of deep diving within and going within to really figure that out. Okay, what do you love to do? Going within that heart space to figure it out. I feel like there's a great sense of everybody's just trying to figure it out. Some people are really scattered. Some people's minds are scattered. Some people don't know what the next step is. And I feel like sometimes you just have to release, surrender, go within, do that internal work, do that shadow work, to become the light. Go within the darkness and become the light and illuminate, the ways of the heart to connect with the mind, to better align you with your destiny at this time. Okay. So I feel like there's going to be a great transition with love, with values, and money, because Venus is also going into Scorpio. So there's going to be a shift, okay? A shift in power, a shift in love, a shift in your sexual energy, okay? There may be intense libidos at this time. And then also a sense of just merging with yourself, loving yourself. I've been noticing that within the collective, more people are just being more confident, the sense of confidence, the sense of power when it comes to myself and honoring myself and knowing my value, knowing my worth, not settling for less, but also being able to compromise. Okay. So how to balance, if it's something little, if it's something petty, let it go. Don't dwell on it and open up to love at this time. Okay. And also the South Node and Lilith were also in Libra. So I feel like this is also a great sense of balancing that shadow self, balancing that past, not being ashamed of being who you are and expressing yourself and being free, being confident in whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to manifest, however you want to come off to people. Don't worry about what other people think. If it's true to who you are, then operate in that and shine your light. Continue to shine your light brightly. Then there also was a air trine, okay? An air and an earth trine, okay? Because all of these planets were on the cusp of air and earth, okay? So earth is grounded, physical, material. Air is mind, being flexible, being mutable, fluidity. So the sun was in Libra, and then Pluto was retrograde in Capricorn, okay? And then we have Uranus in Taurus, okay? And then I feel like this is all about being focused on being flexible, communication with and about your future, and having unique values of yourself. Okay, so I say the sun in Libra, that's being flexible, that's being balanced. Pluto retrograde, so that's all about the future generations. And then Uranus in Taurus, that's all about your unique values. So having this sense of being flexible, being open when it comes to generational shifts. Stay true to who you are and operating out of your integrity with your unique values. I feel like we're pushing into this age of Aquarius energy, and the age of Aquarius is all about you being your unique self, doing what you love to do to gain the sense of value, because you never know who may be watching. You never know who may be loving what you're doing, who may be into the same things that you're into. And there's a community for that. There is niche. Everybody has their niche. Everybody has their certain things that they love to do. And you never know who loves doing that as well. And I feel like this is a time to just really deep dive within yourself, find out what you love to do, and express that. And then watch how things unravel, watch how things unfold at this time. And be open to that, okay? All right. And then we also had the sun in opposition of Neptune and Pisces. So the sun in Libra, opposition of Neptune and Pisces. So I feel like this is that balancing and just really focusing on your dreams. I feel like the more you focus on your dreams, the more you focusing on your spirituality, the more you tap into your heart's desires when it comes to those dreams. This may be even a time of different dreams. I know my dreams have been wild this last week. Every dream has been so vivid and so outrageous. It's like, whoa. So make sure you guys are writing down those dreams, keeping a dream journal, and being optimistic about this energy. Not necessarily getting lost in the illusion. This will be a great time of illusions being unveiled, illusions being just gone. Okay, illusions will be lifted. Okay, illusions will be broken. I'm seeing like glass shatter. So this will be, yeah, like those illusions being broken at this time, and not crumbling with certain things that fall during this time, because there will be a sense of things falling, going back into that fall energy and letting them fall for the greatest good at this time. Because I feel like everything happens for a reason, and it's not always for us to figure out. That's what the divine is working on. It's just for us to maneuver and adapt. That's what we're here on earth for. We're here to create and here to adapt to different things during this time, especially with this fall energy. Okay, this is the beginning of a new chapter. All right, so those are my astrology notes. A few of my downloads, like with words and symbols and signs and synchronicities. There will be a sense of expansion, a sense of love, a sense of coming into your power, a sense of wisdom, coming in, being the light, shining your light, not being afraid to shine your light. There'll be a lot of abundance pouring in with this harvest season, making sure that you keep in balance, a sense of this divine feminine energy, just going within, nurturing yourself. For the men who don't really like to, oh, I'm not feminine. It's not about that. It's an energy. Everything boils down to energy. And masculine is an energy. Feminine is an energy. Okay. Masculine is that assertiveness, that action, that external, getting things done. And then feminine is that going within, nurturing, loving, that spiritual side. Okay. So I feel like this is a great time of going within to really see what it is that you need to get done on the outside. Okay, that balancing of that masculine and that feminine. Okay, a great sense of power. This 77 number kept coming up, and that's a great deal of power, and tapping into, balancing that lower and that higher to come into this power. Okay. Also, green and gold kept coming up. That harvest energy, watermelon, lots of seeds, corn, green and gold. Now, this is taking me back to an incident I had yesterday. Because I wrote these notes. It's crazy because I wrote these notes on 9/9. A lot of notes came in on 9/9, that portal. And Spirit was telling me 2/4, because 2/4 kept coming up. 2/4, 2/4, 2/4 on my notes. Like I said, the Jupiter symbol looks like 2/4. The flamingo kind of looks like 2/4. And Spirit was like, go to 2/4 on a chart. And then I seen 2/4, the 24th was Libra season and beginning of the fall equinox. And I was like, whoa, okay, so there's going to be a lot of abundance, going to be a lot of shift. And I looked and I seen Cancer was at Jupiter. The moon was conjunct Jupiter. And I was like, wow. amazing. At 20, they're both were at 20 degrees. That 2, 4, because 2 plus 2 equals 4. Okay, so y'all know I'm into numerology, and just the fun of it. It's just fun, right? All for entertainment purposes. We're here on YouTube, right? So it's just fun, and I love deep diving into these things and just making them connect, and getting a sense of, paying attention to signs, symbols, and synchronicities. I feel like that's something that Spirit has been on me about, on the collective about, paying attention to the signs. And I had a huge sign yesterday. I was making dinner for me and my children, and my children, they love corn, so they were like, "Mommy, get some corn." I'm like, "Okay, cool." We got some corn from the Asian market, and they, everything is very organic, everything is very fresh. Okay, so where I'm chucking the corn, I'm pulling the little green, I don't even know, y'all, but y'all know I'm pulling the thing down for the corn to open up the corn. And as soon as I pull it out, it's this bug that come out, scared the mess out of me, you guys. I was so scared. And then I was like, oh, like, 'cause it just surprised me. Okay, because I'm chucking the corn. I got 4 pieces of corn. Interestingly enough, I got 4 pieces of corn, and I'm pulling the first corn down. Okay, boom. I'm just ripping it. Boom. Wash it off, clean it, soak it. Then I get my other corn. I bust it open. As soon as I bust it open, a bug pop out, and I'm like, ah! I'm like, oh my God. So it's this element of surprise. And then I look, and I'm like, is this a worm? Oh my God, it's a worm in my corn. Oh no, like, ah. But then I really look, and I was like, this isn't a worm. Like, this is a caterpillar. And Spirit was like, yes. And I'm like, wow. Like, Spirit was like, yeah, like, you getting scared, but this is something beautiful. You know what caterpillars represent. And then the caterpillar was in your corn. And then the first thing that hit me was a whole bunch of negative thoughts, like, oh no, somebody's going to be eating my harvest, a pest eating my harvest. And Spirit was like, no, that's not it. Look at the signs, look at the symbols, look at the synchronicity. And I was like, wow, green and gold. Because like I said, I had these notes written down since the ninth. And so I was like, okay, the corn is green and gold. And then there's a golden caterpillar in the corn. I'm like, okay, cool. All right. That's that. I'm like, okay, cool. Dope. So I'm chucking the rest of my corn, pulling the rest of my corn, the green stuff off, pull my other one. All right, cool. Boom. That one's done. Soak it, clean it off, put it to the side. I get on my last corn, I pull it open, and a green caterpillar comes out. And I'm like, what? A gold and green caterpillar? And I'm just sitting there just admiring them. And they're just like moving, and they have, laid eggs. And I'm just like, wow, like this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And then it dawned on me, like, oh my God, my notes. I put green and gold in my notes for harvest. And then Spirit was like, yeah, like, don't think about the negative. Think about the positive. Raise your vibration. Keep your vibration high. Because there's 2 things in your 4 things of corn. And I'm like that just dawned on me. And I'm like, oh my goodness, And then Spirit was like, what do caterpillars represent? And I'm like, wow, well, caterpillars turn into butterflies. And I just lifted up my spirits. And I'm like, and it's in my corn. I know corn represents harvest. So I'm like, wow, this is a new beginning for my harvest. And then Spirit was like, yes, but it's also an abundant harvest. This is going to be an abundant, a double of abundance, a tripling up of abundance for harvest for this season. And I'm like, wow, it could have been anything. And then I deep dove, and I was like, okay, caterpillars and corn. And then it was like corn caterpillar, it's corn earthworm something. It came up, and I was like, okay, cool. And they were like, yeah, these turn into moths. And I was like, ooh, a moth. Moths are attracted to light. So this is a sense of you coming into the light. You're attracting light. And moths are nocturnal. They are attracted to celestial light. And I was like, wow, what a beautiful thing. And then spirit took me down this road of, yeah, like, look at how far you've come. And I just started crying, tears of joy, because I was like, wow, like, this is a really beautiful thing. And it's time to be more optimistic about our harvest and be more patient and be more patient with ourselves and give ourselves more grace and be more open to this new beautiful beginning, because there's new beautiful things on the horizon. Don't be afraid of what it looks like. Some things may come in as a shock, but embrace it and look at it from a different perspective, because that's what I had to do. And it took me back to when I was a little girl. It gave me the sense of nostalgia, because I had a pet rabbit, a white rabbit, when I was, I don't know, maybe about 8. And I used to go in the backyard, in our backyard, and I used to clean out its cage. And when I used to clean out my rabbit's cage, I used to be scared, because every time I would clean out his cage, we had a huge, enormous backyard, and it was a lot of mud. We had lemon trees, we had blackberries, it was very abundant. So I would go to clean out his cage, and every time I clean out his cage, hella earthworms would come up, and it would just scare me. I just was scared. I was a little girl, still young, naive. I didn't know that represented, nutrients and life, and the cycle of life. But I would just be scared, and spirit was like, yeah, like, embrace this new beginning. This sense of nostalgia, this kid, you still have this kid essence, and that's how spirit wants you to be, to manifest. It wants you to be in this pure heart energy for this abundance to come in. That's how you attract abundance. That's how you get in the flow of abundance. And I just was like, wow. So I was just stuck on that yesterday, and me and my children, I showed them the killer caterpillar. They was like, oh, it's the hungry caterpillar, because they love that story. I love that story as a kid. So they was like, oh, it's the very hungry caterpillar eating our corn, and oh, mommy is gonna turn to a butterfly. And I'm like, oh, like, it was just a beautiful thing yesterday. And we got both of the caterpillars, and we took them outside, and spirit led me to a tree that I love. You guys know I love grounding outside. And Soul Tribe, shout out Soul Tribe, because I send them, don't forget to ground and connect with nature. So I went outside, took the caterpillars outside, took the 2 caterpillars outside to the tree, and immediately, as soon as I placed them by this tree, they started, like, they were still, I could tell they were frightened, just like I was frightened. They were still. And then I took them outside, the sun hit them, and they started moving. They were moving a little bit, doing their little, how caterpillars move. They move slow, patience, right? One step at a time to get in this flow, right? And then I took them to the tree, and I placed them by the tree, and immediately it's like they just both came to life. They started like dancing and wiggling, started getting on the tree and climbing up the tree. And I just felt this sense of relief. And I was like, wow, next time we see a moth or a butterfly, it'll have a deeper meaning, and it all starts with that seed, that larvae, that larva, planting that seed to become this caterpillar, to go in that cocoon, to become this moth, to become this butterfly. So whatever phase you're in your life, embrace it, and be open to whatever it may have to teach you. What is the lessons here that need to be learned at this time? Okay, so that was that for that whole thing. I meditated on it. I seen the atom, and I was like, wow, that's going back into this autumn energy. Okay. There was also a couple other things that came up, like Kundalini energy, life force energy rising. Also sulfur, because sulfur is like this triangle with like this cross at the bottom. Brimstone, angels coming in. Just a lot of different things, a lot of different energy. This copper energy, releasing things to come into the light, to be light. Okay, releasing things to be light. All right, and then also the numbers that kept coming up was 12 and 3. Okay, 6 and 7. All right, so yeah, those are pretty much it. I also did a meditation on this energy. So funny, because my daughter wrote on my notes, y'all. But I kind of like it. It kind of looks like somebody holding a staff. It looks like a little king or a queen holding a staff. So I take that as us coming into our power. I actually wrote that down. I put the fall of power, the fall of the system, the fall of the matrix for the victory for the 144. 144 equals nine ether beings. All right. So it's this victory. It's this coming into our power. All right. And then it's funny because for my meditation, my daughter drew this and it was don't it look like somebody? She's a little artist, you guys. She's 4. She's 4. So I thought that was interesting. The coincidences, the signs, the symbols, and the synchronicity. Okay. Before my meditation, I seen a star, going back into that Venus energy, that devil energy, because you know the star, the pentagram, but Venus and that Lucifer energy, they're the same. You know, the morning star, the evening star, the Jesus energy, the Isis energy. It's all the same. You know, there has to be good for it to be bad. There has to be bad for it to be good. The polarity, right? The masculine, the feminine, the light, the dark, right? Okay. So then I felt a sharp pain in my right foot. And I was like, whoa, I've never really felt that in a meditation. Then I felt a sharp pain in my right wrist, in my left wrist. Okay. So that gave me a sense of like Pisces doing the work, making sure that you're watching your steps or be mindful of your steps, or there may be pain releasing. Because the right foot is releasing. Okay, there may be people having a hard time releasing things, and then people having a hard time release things to receive things at this time, because the left hand is for receiving, the right is for releasing, the left is for receiving. Okay, the right is that masculine, the left is the feminine, the in, the out, the up, the down. Right? Okay. And then I felt 3 taps on my shoulder. It was like boom, boom, boom. And I was like, whoa, okay. And it gave me the sense of like Gemini energy. Because three is, the third sign is Gemini. Okay. And that's where Jupiter was at during this energy. And the moon is at, and they're both conjunct in Gemini. So I was like, wow, okay, what is this message? Okay, the shoulders, balancing, keeping balanced, those scales, right? Also being able to move, being able to maneuver. You need your shoulders to move your hands, okay? You need your shoulders to move your back, okay? To get in the flow, to salsa, to dance, to get in this rhythm, okay? And communicate, okay? Because I know I communicate a lot with my hands, okay? But it's a sense of being free, being fluid, and focusing on ways to have better communication with yourself and others, and the divine. Okay, the sense of having a great communication with the divine at this time, and the divine communicating with us at this time. Okay. Also, I've been itchy as hell. Okay, I didn't wash my covers. I didn't wash my clothes. I didn't use detergent. I did not use detergent. I'm like, what is it? I'm still itchy, itchy, itchy. Okay, I'm like, what is going on? But spirit told me it's the histamine. I kept hearing histamine. Okay, and I'm like, what is this histamine? And it made me think of, shout out to Rod Hayes. It made me think of this time. He was like, yeah, ascension symptoms hit everybody different. He said he get a histamine response when he's having ascension symptoms, to where his whole body starts to itch. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy, because like I've been breaking out in hives, and I'm like, it's not, I'm eating the same things that I eat. I'm doing the same things that I do. I've been detoxing a lot more, and I know I break out more when I'm detoxing. It's a sense of purging. It's a sense of releasing, going back into that sulfur energy, that releasing of that negative toxins. And also that sulfur energy is tapped into the negative entities, because they say, you know, hell smells like sulfur. These demonic entities smells like rotten eggs, which they do. I've had an encounter with that type of energy, and this person just, you guys can see it on my face. This is what they, like a skunk. And it's crazy because we went hiking the other day and we seen a skunk with me and my kids. interesting. Everything is just coming back full circle. So it's a sense of this release. I know a few people have been talking about they can just smell. It smells like death. It's this dense energy. They feel it. That's the releasing of this negative energy. Okay. All right. But going back into the itching, the hives are allergic reaction to something, your body releasing that. Okay. The histamine response, released by the immune system. Okay. At first I was thinking maybe it's the chemtrails. I seen so many chemtrails, you guys, the other day. Then the weather started to change. They've been blocking out the sun. Yeah, I'm going in today. Oh well. They were blocking out the sun. I couldn't see the full moon. I was pissed off because I'm like, hey, I want to see the sun. When I did go outside, I seen a rainbow around the sun. That's a whole nother video. But I was like, it could be the chemicals. My body's releasing chemicals, or my body, either way, the body is detoxing, okay, for this ascension. All right. And then I did some more deep diving on the histamine, and what came up was ascending arousal system. Okay. It affects the nervous system, an ascending activation, for the cerebral cortex. Okay. And that cerebral cortex is connected to the hypothalamus, that's connected to the pineal gland. And then it just hit me. I was like, oh yeah, this is about ascension. This is about that kundalini. This is about that life force energy rising, because I've been having great kundalini activations and symptoms and all this week, and now my body is like releasing and purging in different ways. Everybody has different ascension symptoms. Yesterday I was irritated. Today I'm feeling good. So just go with the flow. Give yourself grace. Don't forget to ground yourself and cleanse your energy, because like I said, nobody is exempt from this energy at this time. Okay. But yeah, the pineal gland is connected to that theta wave. That melatonin, that melanin is being released, okay, with meditation, when you get relaxed, also when you're awaking. So it's a sense of being awake and being asleep, and that's like a triple entendre right there. Okay, so that was my meditation. That was my research, my uploads, my downloads, the astrology breakdown for this energy. And yeah, I just really want to deep dive into the cards and want to see what other messages Spirit has for this fall, autumn, equinox, Libra season energy that we're going into. Okay. All right. Again, I hope everyone out there is doing well. I'm going to drink a little bit of water. Stay hydrated, you guys. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Listen to your body. Okay. Make sure that you are listening to your body. All right. Gonna deep dive into my Elements Alchemy deck, and we're gonna see what is the general theme for this message. What is the message for this autumn, fall, Libra season energy? Okay. A sense of purification, a sense of detoxing. Okay. And getting into your own flow. All right, doing what works for you at this time. Listening to your spirit, listening to your heart, following your heart. Okay. And connecting with the community. All right, that tree. Okay, so it's giving a sense of 71. Tapping into your heart. Okay, really gaining. You've done a lot of work. We have done a lot of work over these past few months, these past few years. These old cycles are ending, and we are tapping into this new us. Okay, we gain a lot of wisdom on this journey, and now it is time to connect with like minds and really gather with the community. Okay, the harvesting of all of the knowledge that we have cultivated over this time. So it's a sense of sharing your light with one another at this time. Okay, because trees are meant to connect, and you are a tree. Okay, we are a tree, and trees don't like to be alone. Trees like to be in the forest with other trees. So this is a sense of coming together with your community and sharing that love and communicating with this blue here. sharing your thoughts, connecting with the stars, the ancestors coming in as well, to help guide us during this time. And also I seen this at the bottom, so we know what that is about. The rainbow bridge, connecting to these higher realms of reality, with the ancestors, with the divine, and letting our personality shine bright. Every color, every facet, every aspect, not being afraid to share that and be open with the collective. All right. So I feel like this is a time of just really gathering knowledge, because trees give me a sense of ancient wisdom. Also grounding, getting outside, nurturing yourself, and tapping in with the community at this time. Okay. Because there is something that needs to be communicated and shared at this time. Okay. Yeah, this rainbow. I just like this card. I love this card, you guys. It's so beautiful. Yeah, portals are open, most definitely. And it's portals within, like there's portals without, okay? So be mindful of that at this time, all right? So let's get into my Sacred Destiny Oracle and see what is another message. Whoa, what was that wanted to jump out? Yeah, embracing with that swan. Yeah, embracing this energy that is coming in, and listening to that at this time. Success. Harvesting. Look at this lush environment with this beautiful blood moon. We just had a blood moon, okay? This, what was it? A lunar eclipse. Super harvest. Full blood moon in Pisces, okay? Because that's what everybody was saying. That's what it's called with this beautiful cockatoo here. Success. So there will be great success, great abundance, great harvest. This black cat is giving me the sense of this segment energy, this going within, this, divine feminine energy, okay? Knowing who you are, going within that darkness, going within that universe, Kali Ma, okay? The ancestors, the universe, the womb, your mind, all of this is in darkness, okay? Spirituality, all right, that Pisces, that water, and it's a sense of just connecting to these higher realms. All right, this green, abundant heart energy, this yellow tapping into your power, this having a sense of purity, this clarity of mind. Okay, the divine coming in and illuminating our crowns at this time. There would be a great sense of creative energy, sexual energy. Be mindful of that, and using that to manifest abundance. Okay. Using that sexual energy to manifest abundance. So cultivating that energy, harnessing that energy for your best potential. All right. So being a master manifester, being an alchemist, and manipulating energy in a positive way for your best success at this time. Okay. What's the bottom card? Yeah, inner peace. That Pisces energy. I could feel it. That Pisces energy is heavy because eclipse and the super harvest full moon that just passed will be affecting us for the next 6 months. If you guys haven't watched my video, I suggest that you watch it. It's just very, a lot of information and a lot of solutions. If I'm giving out problems, if I'm saying certain things, I'm also going to give you solutions on how to balance out this energy, okay? We're talking about grounding. We're talking about healing. We're talking about doing the shadow work, how to do the shadow work, how to go within, how to listen to spirit. And that's something I don't want to do for the collective. I don't want to just be fear mongering. Oh, the world is falling, the sky is falling. Well, if the sky is falling, you need to be prepared. All right. Gather up your tools and make sure that you are communicating with the community and harvesting and getting your water, getting your things, so that way you're best prepared for when the sky does fall, when the world does end, since people want to fear monger about it so much. Okay. What's the solution? Okay. If it's falling, they've been saying this for how long? The world gonna end, the world gonna end. Okay, well, what's the best way to prepare? Get prepared then. That's all I got to say. All right. So let's get into my shamanic healing deck, and we're going to see what is some more messages from spirit. Yeah, because I want to talk about the solutions. All right. We're going to give the polarity. That's why I always love giving polarity. The good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful, the high, the low, the masculine, the feminine, the balance. That's what this Libra season is going to be about. That's what this fall season is going to be about. That's what this autumn is going to be about, because it's the atom, the beginning, the autumn, the middle, and the attune, the end. So it's all about preparing in each stage at this time. All right. And if y'all got some more synonyms and antonyms down in the comments, please. Y'all know I love doing this. The double entendres, the metaphors. Okay. Please leave your comments down in the please leave your comments, y'all. I love it. I love communicating with y'all. Shout out to Soul Tribe. Shout out to everybody who vibe and watch my videos. It means a lot to me. So yeah, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I said that swan energy, and the swan didn't even come out yet. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmations. Psychic development. Okay. A great sense of psychic. Wow. And I knew I should have. Spirit said you should have said it, Diamond. You should have said it. We told you to say it and you didn't say it. Okay. So this cockatoo, it has 5 things. Spirit wanted me to say 5 on the crown. All right. So it's a sense of higher development when it comes to the crown. Now I seen that and I didn't say it. Now Spirit's like, yeah, just because you didn't say it, we're gonna make it come out again. So the swan and the psychic development. So it's the sense of this, wow, this purity of power, because both of these are birds, right? And they're white. But it's the sense of this crown. Do y'all see the symbols and the synchronicity here? The crown, the sun being illuminated, because the sun is the corona, the crown being illuminated. So it's going to be this great sense of these solar flares. We just had that huge solar flare. Okay, I did a video on that as well. And our crown's being illuminated at this time for more gifts to pour in. Give us the sense of peace, the sense of serenity, the sense of stillness. We have to be patient with ourselves. We have to be patient with this energy that's coming in. And we have to do our best to balance out this energy, because it's going to shake things up internally, externally. All right. So being like the swan, letting the water roll off your feathers, not letting things pull you out of your element, not letting things distract you, not letting things rush you into anything, following your heart and listening. Okay, this great sense of psychic development will open you up to more gifts, open you up to more insight, open you up to more clarity at this time. Okay, the sun is shining on you, so don't forget to shine your light back on others. All right, what's the bottom card? Yeah, sexual energy. It's gonna be some stuff going on. Okay, it's gonna be some stuff. Y'all just be ready. Y'all be ready, and like I said, use that energy wisely. Be responsible. Have fun. But yeah, it's going to be a great sense of creativity, this creative, this sacral chakra being activated. And just use that energy to your best abilities, whether it's releasing, dancing, working out, running, playing, drawing. Be mindful of that at this time. All right. All right. Let me get into my higher self deck, and we're going to see what is a message from the higher self. In love, I'm hearing ooh shit. I mean, in love. All right. This card popped out. Blood, ancient royal blood. So a sense of that detoxification. Okay, that DNA, these DNA activations getting turned on. Because when I think of ancient royal blood, I think of the ancestors. I think of entities. I think of aliens. I think of Syrians. I think of the divine. I think of source. I think of star seeds. I think of just all of these benevolent energy, all of these light, angles of light, the angels coming in and helping us and assisting us at this time. So this would be a great sense of assistance. I kind of going back into my notes, going back into the astrology, going back into my downloads. This is just more confirmation. Thank you, Spirit. So highly sought, wanted, dead or alive. Cautious. Some entities just need a drop. Be mindful of vampiric energies and users of your light. Use discernment. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, but the principles. Be mindful of who wants to use your presence for their ego. So thanks for the confirmation, Amina. All right, shout out to Wise Royalty. This is her card deck. Pick up the rest of these cards. Yeah, but be mindful. Be mindful. This is harvest season, and you don't want your energy being harvested and these high frequencies. Be sure to detox from electronics as well, and ground yourself at all times. Yeah, because we're taking off. This was the bottom card last time. Yeah, we're taking off, you guys. So just be mindful of that. We're going to get into the tarot cards and see what is a more detailed message for this energy reading. I love that. But yeah, love, operating out of love, integrity, peace, and operating from your power, not letting anyone drain you of your power or use you. Be mindful because we are about to come into power. All right. Ancient royal blood, royalty. Yeah. We are coming back into our divine powers right now. So be mindful of that, you guys. Because it was a great sense of that red and that green and gold. So being rooted, that root chakra, your heart chakra, and your solar plexus, and your crown. Really all the chakras being aligned. All right, like I said, that kundalini, that life force, that conduces, that tree of life, all of that is being ignited and enlightened at this time, okay? Yes. 5 of Wands. So ego, not letting, it says personality clashes, competition, arguing, chaos, misunderstandings, opposition, temper, and lost opportunity. So yeah, don't let your ego come in and distract you. All right. Make sure you're being mindful of your energy. Don't let others people ego trigger you. Don't let, because we're all reflections, right? So always be empathetic. And if you have to love somebody from a distance, do that. But never look down on someone. We're not here to judge nobody. We are here to come together as a community. And if they aren't on the same frequency as you, love them from a distance, okay? This is a sense of just being mindful and not letting this immature energy get the best of you when it comes to yourself or when it comes to outside energy. This is reminding me of those bugs that I seen yesterday because I was being immature when I first seen them, and it scared me. And then I was like, wait a minute, I'm grown. Like, these are just little caterpillars. What they're not gonna eat me alive. Like, what am I doing? Like, your fears as well. So not letting your fears, not letting self-sabotage energy, not letting ego, the lower self, the shadow self, outside energy manipulate you at this time. Okay, you are in the power of your destiny. Okay. Also, yeah, doing that shadow work, okay? Because Saturn is in Pisces, so make sure you guys are doing your shadow work, and the more internal work that you do, the greater the reward will be. All right, so I'm gonna pull the next card. Yes, the moon, subconscious. Yes, illuminating that subconscious. I love that. So making sure, like I said, going back to Pisces, because on this one, with the tarot, the moon card is attributed to Pisces and the moon. And the moon is conjunct Jupiter. And I feel like we just had that huge eclipse. So the moon is really going to be governing our emotions. Make sure that you're operating from emotional intelligence at this time and really doing the subconscious work, deep diving into your subconscious mind to uproot whatever needs to be uprooted at this time. And also listen to your intuition. Okay, if you're already doing all of this, okay, if you're already on a high vibe, all right, make sure that you are doing the meditations. Make sure you're listening to your intuition. Make sure that you are following things. Make sure that you are writing things down when you get messages. When spirit puts something on your heart to execute, write it down. When you see a vision, pay attention. When you see those angel numbers, when you see signs of synchronicities, pay attention to that, because this will be a time where all of that will be enhanced at this time. Okay, that divine communication, that divine communication at this time. Okay, so in those dreams, okay, paying attention to your dreams, going back into the astrology that the astrology breakdown that I did, okay? Illusions. I'm gonna just run down what this says. It says blocked intuition, misconceptions, uncertainty, deceptions, ambiguity, instability, dreams, anxiety, and illusions, okay? So, and then I'm gonna flip it over: releasing fear, releasing anxiety, hearing and trusting your intuition, and unveiling or unveiled. So I feel like transmute the energy. All right. Flip it, look at it from a different perspective, because that's what I had to do yesterday. So yeah, spirit's having me use myself as an example. That's what I did yesterday. When I came out of my fear, when I came out of the illusion of it being something bad, and I looked at it from a different perspective, I was like, wow, no, this is really a beautiful thing. You know, this is a message from the divine. And this could be a sense of like your first eye opening up as well to a bigger picture, to a bigger meaning for something, okay? What's the next card? Yes, divine feminine energy. Okay. I love this because that's been the energy, okay? It's been this divine feminine energy. I've been picking up on this divine feminine energy. And like I said, divine feminine energy isn't just for the females, it's for the masculine as well. Make sure you guys are nurturing yourself. I know a lot of awake men, conscious men, woke men, spiritual men that are coming into their intuition. That is a sense of them balancing that masculine and that feminine. Okay, this is a great sense of balancing that feminine energy, not letting it be chaotic, being the master of it, controlling it, and like I said, using that energy to manifest at this time. Okay. Also the three, like I said, that three number has been coming out a lot. Like I said, I felt 3 taps on my shoulder, and the Empress is number 3 in tarot. Also that Venus energy, with Venus going into Scorpio, this could be a time, like I said, of great. She is pregnant, okay? She pregnant, so y'all be careful. Them seeds being planted, all right? But it's a great sense of fertility. There could be a lot of pregnancies during this time, in physical and spiritual and ideas. You could be fertile with ideas. At this time, just having a lot of passion, a lot of what's the word? Aphrodisiac energy, so very just sensual, sexual energy. And sensuality doesn't always have to mean sexual, okay? You ain't got to come out naked. You could just have, it's your essence. Your essence could be the sense of sensuality, okay? But also nurturing yourself in creation and fertility and beauty and art. So this is going back to kind of like everything that I said. There will be a great sense of abundance, a great sense of love, a great sense of relaxing, because of all the things that you have put in for this harvest. Okay. What is the next card? Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness, it's crazy because as I'm doing this reading, it's 8:18. As I'm doing this reading, wow, and then the moon card is 18. Okay, because everything just be happening, everything everywhere all at once, right? So as I'm doing this reading, I have seen a Wheel of Fortune. I seen a Ferris wheel in the back on my TV, and then now I'm seeing a hot air balloon on the TV. So it's a sense of things taking off when it comes to our destiny shifting and changing. We have put in the work and things are shifting. Also, Anubis is on the original one, and Anubis is the underworld, the ones that shift things from the underworld, and the Sphinx is there. So it's this fate, it's this power. So power is shifting in our hands. When it comes to our destiny, we just have to have patience because the clock is on here. So we just have to have patience, give ourselves grace, and continue to be open, continue to be optimistic about this beautiful energy that is pouring in. It says karma, good luck, expansion is time, change, and fate. Okay, life cycles. So this could be a time of great cycles ending and new cycles beginning. All right. Have faith because things are turning in our favor. Luck is changing in our favor. The divine is giving us gifts. We're being blessed at this time, and just embrace it. Embrace this beautiful change. Okay, it's gonna be something shifting for the better at this time. All right, what's the bottom card? Yep, 10 of Wands. So we've been, like I said, putting in a lot of work, carrying it. So we got 10, 10. Yeah, that's 20. All right, so There's been a lot of things that you've been working on, a lot of things that we have been working on at this time. And we're just pushing forward. Okay, this is time to push forward. We've been carrying this heavy load and we are almost to our destination. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. We are almost there, collective. Don't give up. Keep pushing. Keep shining your light. Keep working towards your dreams. Don't stop. Okay, and this burden will be uplifted. Okay, we are ascending right now. And things get harder, things get uglier before they get better. Okay, so this is that sense of this being that last little before we push through and break through, because something is about to be done. The main thing that's sticking out to me is this heavy load is almost done. We're almost there. All right, so don't give up during this season. All right, this is going to be a very wow. And then we got this at the bottom, the abundance card, that green and that yellow. All right, so yeah, there's going to be great abundance pouring in. We just got to have patience. Keep doing, keep doing those centering rituals. Keep grounding yourself, keep cleansing yourself, keep detoxing, keep purging, keep the faith, stay optimistic, keep your vibe high, keep shining your light, because this is that last lap. Like I said, this is the victory lap, and you don't want to get tired on the victory lap. This is the victory lap, right? So have fun. Together popped out. So coming together, a sense of coming together. May you be connected. Yeah, so this is a sense of connecting with like minds. All right. Shout out to Soul Tribe. You guys have been helping me out so much. So it's a sense of connecting with the community. This is a purity and shining your light. Okay. We're almost through this portal, through this time, and just continue to keep the faith. All right. Let me pull one more card. Another blessing that is coming out for this fall season, for Libra season. Resourceful. May you recover and rise again. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Yeah, in the sense of this lightning, this power, this divine force, this divine light, pushing us through the storm. Okay, so we're ending a dark period and coming into the light. And that's something that I see. Kindred, may you enjoy heartfelt connection. So this will be a great time of connecting with like minds, gathering, love, abundance, family increasing. Also be mindful of disagreements within the family, within friendships, within, let those things go and operate from love. Okay, because this is a time where we're supposed to be connecting and being one with everyone, so we can be one with the all at this time. Okay, so I'm going to get into my chakra cards. I'm going to see what is the final message for this beautiful fall autumn equinox Libra season reading. All right. Wow. Yeah, that wanted to pop out. Yep. Confidence. Having confidence. So we're coming into our power, letting the divine flow. 22, that 4. Okay. Having that confidence, tapping into your power, having that inner strength, knowing who you are. Okay. Know thyself. Do the work to know thyself. All right. Let go of doubt and move forward confidently. Crown being illuminated, the light shining on us. All right. Letting things go, letting the leaves fall, being rooted in who we are. All right. And opening up with that yellow energy. So it's be a great sense of us tapping into our power. Wow. Bottom card is joy, the dolphin, playing, having fun, that light. All right. So it's going to be a great deal of us coming back into our power, us shining our light, and being open and loving that during this season. Okay, this is a sense of playfulness, sense of higher intelligence, us connecting with the divine and being one with that, being one with others who are on the same frequency, and showing other people grace who may be going through other things at this time. Okay, so that is my energy reading. You guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, guys, peace and love.